Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fluent English Power. I'm Luna.
And I'm Mason. Hey everyone, wonderful to see you all again.
Today, we are diving into one of the most important and most confusing topics in English grammar.
Confusing grammar topic. This must be a good one. What are we covering today?
Today, we're talking about be, been, and being, three forms of the same verb that confuse English learners every single day.
Oh yes, these three little words cause so much confusion. I remember students asking me, when do I say be and when do I say been or being all the time?
Exactly. And the problem is that these words look similar, sound similar, but they work in completely different ways.
But today, we're going to make everything crystal clear. No more confusion after this lesson.
That's right. We'll explain each word, show you how it works, give you tons of real examples, and help you understand the differences once and for all.
By the end of this lesson, you'll be using be, been, and being confidently and correctly.
So grab your notebook, focus carefully, and let's master these three essential English words.
Let's do this.
All right, Mason, before we start, let me explain something important. Be, been, and being are all forms of the verb to be, the most important and most used verb in the entire English language.
The most important verb. So if we master these three forms, we're mastering a huge part of English grammar.
Exactly. The verb to be has many forms: am, is, are, was, were, be, been, and being. Today, we're focusing on the last three: be, been, and being.
Let's start with the first one, be. What is be and when do we use it?
Great question. Be is the base form or infinitive form of the verb. It's the most basic, unchanged version. Now, be is used in several important situations.
Tell us the first situation.
The first use of be is after modal verbs. Modal verbs are words like will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, and must. After all of these modal verbs, you always use be.
So we say will be, would be, can be, could be, should be, might be.
Exactly. Let's look at examples. I will be there at 8 p.m. She would be happy if you called her. This could be a great opportunity. You should be more careful. He might be late today.
These are all so natural and common. Let me try some more. It can be very cold in winter. They must be tired after that long journey. We shall be ready by noon.
Perfect. Now, the second use of be is in imperative sentences, giving instructions, orders, or advice.
Like telling someone how to behave or what to do?
Exactly. Be careful. Be quiet, please. Be honest with me. Be yourself. Be patient. Good things take time.
These are such common everyday expressions. Be yourself is something people say all the time.
Yes, and the third use of be is in passive voice sentences with modal verbs.
Passive voice. Can you explain that simply?
Sure. In passive voice, the subject receives the action instead of doing it. With modal verbs, it sounds like this. This problem must be solved immediately. The report should be finished by Friday. Mistakes can be corrected. The door needs to be locked.
So something is being done to the subject, not by the subject.
Exactly. The fourth use of be is in certain fixed expressions that native speakers use constantly.
Fixed expressions. Give us some.
To be honest, to be fair, to be exact, to be continued, to be determined. Better to be safe than sorry.
To be honest is something I say all the time. It's a great phrase to introduce an honest opinion.
Yes. To be honest, I don't think that's a good idea. To be fair, she did try her best. These are incredibly natural expressions.
Now let's move to been. What is been and when do we use it?
Been is the past participle of to be, and it's used in two main situations. The first and most important is in the present perfect tense with have or has.
So we say have been or has been.
Exactly. And this is one of the most common structures in English. Let's look at examples. I have been to Paris 3 times. She has been very busy lately. They have been married for 10 years. He has been working here since 2020.
So, have been or has been connects the past to the present. Something started in the past and connects to now.
Perfect understanding. More examples. Have you ever been to Japan? I haven't been feeling well this week. She has been learning English for 2 years. We have been waiting for an hour.
These are so common. Native speakers use have been and has been in almost every conversation.
Absolutely. Now, the second use of been is in the past perfect tense with had.
Had been. When do we use this?
We use had been to talk about something that happened before another past event. It's like going back in time twice.
Can you give examples?
Sure, she had been a teacher before she became a writer. By the time we arrived, the party had already been over for an hour. He had been waiting for 2 hours before the doctor called him. I had been living in New York for 5 years before I moved to London.
So, had been describes the earlier of two past events.
Exactly. Think of it this way. Was or were is simple past. Had been is further back in the past of the past.
The past of the past. That's a great way to think about it. Now let's talk about being. This is probably the most confusing of the three.
You're right. Being is the present participle or gerund form of to be, and it's used in 3 main situations.
Let's go through them one by one.
The first use of being is in continuous tenses, when something is happening right now or was happening at a specific time.
Like am being, is being, are being, was being, were being.
Exactly. Examples, you are being very helpful today. Thank you. The new school is being built on Main Street. She was being very rude during the meeting. The packages were being delivered all morning.
So, being in continuous tenses shows an ongoing action or state.
Perfect. Now, notice the difference between she is rude and she is being rude. Can you feel the difference?
She is rude means it's her permanent personality. She is being rude means she's acting rudely right now. But maybe she's not always like that.
Excellent. You've got it perfectly. Being in this case shows temporary behavior. You are being silly means right now, not always. He is being very generous today. Maybe he's not always generous, but today he is.
This is such an important distinction. So, being adds the idea of at this moment or right now.
Exactly. The second use of being is in passive continuous sentences.
How does that work?
Passive continuous uses is being, are being, was being, or were being to show that something is or was in the process of being done. The road is being repaired. New laws are being discussed. The cake was being made when I arrived. The children were being looked after by their grandmother.
So, in all these sentences, something is actively happening to the subject.
Exactly. The road didn't repair itself. Someone is repairing it right now. The third use of being is as a gerund, when being works as a noun in a sentence.
Being as a noun? That sounds strange. Can you explain?
Sure. When being is a gerund, it's used as the subject or object of a sentence, just like a noun. For example, being patient is very important in life. Being kind costs nothing. I love being here with all of you. Being honest is always the best policy.
Oh, so being patient works just like patience. It's the subject of the sentence.
Exactly. More examples, being a good listener is a valuable skill. She enjoys being the center of attention. He's afraid of being alone. There's nothing better than being surrounded by people you love.
These sound so natural. Being as a gerund is used everywhere.
It really is. Now let's also look at being used after prepositions. After prepositions, we always use the gerund form.
Examples. Instead of being angry, try to understand. Despite being tired, she continued working. After being promoted, he moved to a bigger office. Before being famous, she was just a regular person.
Perfect. Prepositions like instead of, despite, after, before, about, without are always followed by being.
Now, let's compare all three, be, been, and being, side by side to really see the differences clearly.
Great idea. Let's use the topic of busy to show the differences. She will be busy tomorrow. Be after modal verb will.
She has been busy all week. Been with has for present perfect.
She is being busy on purpose to avoid the meeting. Being for temporary behavior.
Brilliant. Let's do another comparison with careful. You must be careful crossing the road. Be after modal verb must.
Have you been careful with your spending this month? Been with have for present perfect.
Why are you being so careful all of a sudden? Being for temporary behavior right now.
Perfect. Now let's look at some common mistakes learners make with these three words.
Common mistakes time. These are so important.
Mistake 1. Using being instead of be after modal verbs. Saying, I will being there is wrong. It should be, I will be there.
After modal verbs, always be, never being.
Mistake 2. Forgetting have or has before been. Saying, I been to London is wrong. It should be, I have been to London.
Been always needs have, has, or had before it. Never stands alone.
Exactly. Mistake 3, using been instead of being as a gerund. Been honest is important is wrong. It should be being honest is important.
As a noun or after prepositions, always being.
Mistake 4, confusing was being with had been. She was being a teacher before sounds wrong in most contexts. She had been a teacher before is correct for talking about past professions or states.
Was being is for temporary actions. Had been is for past states or situations.
Exactly. Now let's look at some beautiful, natural sentences that use all three. These will help our viewers see how native speakers actually talk.
Let's air them.
It will be amazing to see you again after all this time. Be after will.
I have been thinking about what you said, and I completely agree. Have been with present perfect.
You are being so kind. I really appreciate it. Being for temporary behavior.
The new bridge should be finished by next year. Be in passive with modal.
She had been a professional dancer before her injury changed everything. Had been for past perfect.
Being grateful for what you have is the key to happiness. Being as a gerund.
The project is being reviewed by the committee right now. Being in passive continuous.
Have you been happy since you moved to your new city? Been with present perfect question.
These sentences cover so many different situations. Our viewers should write these down and practice them.
Now, let me share a simple memory trick to remember when to use each one.
Oh, I love memory tricks. Tell us.
Think of it this way. Be is basic. Use it after modal verbs and in simple instructions. Been is behind, things that happened before now, in the past. Being is for busy, something actively happening right now, or used as a noun.
Be is basic, been is behind, being is busy. That's brilliant, Mason.
Thanks. Another way to remember is been always has a helper before it. Have, has, or had. It never stands alone. But be and being can sometimes be alone or with different helpers.
That's a really helpful rule. Been never stands alone. It always needs its helper.
Exactly. Now, let's practice with some fill-in-the-blank sentences. Viewers, try these yourself before we give the answers.
Sentence 1. The new hospital should blank completed by December.
Be. After the modal verb should, we use be.
Sentence 2. She has blank working at that company since 2019.
Been. Has been is present perfect continuous.
Sentence 3. Why are you blank so quiet today? Is everything okay?
Being, temporary behavior happening right now.
Sentence 4. Blank, punctual, shows respect for other people's time.
Being, used as a gerund, the subject of the sentence.
Sentence 5. The new policy will blank announced tomorrow morning.
Be, after modal verb, will in passive.
Sentence 6. I had blank so nervous before I finally felt comfortable speaking English.
Been, had been for past perfect.
Excellent! Perfect scores for Mason and hopefully for our viewers too.
These exercises really help everything sink in.
Now it's your turn to practice. We have an exciting challenge for you today.
Yes, here is your question for the comment section.
Here's the challenge. Write 3 sentences in the comments section, 1 using be, 1 using been, and 1 using being. Show us you've mastered all 3.
For example, I will be a fluent English speaker soon. I have been watching Fluent English Power for months. Being a good student means practicing every day.
Write your 3 sentences below. We read every single comment and we love seeing your progress.
And if this video finally cleared up the confusion between be, been, and being for you today, please give us a massive thumbs up.
Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly English lessons.
Well, Mason, I think we've completely solved the be, been, and being mystery today.
Absolutely. Let's do our final quick recap. Be comes after modal verbs like will, would, can, could, should, might, and must. It's also used in imperatives and fixed expressions.
Been is the past participle. It always comes after have, has, or had. It's used in present perfect and past perfect.
Being is the present participle and gerund. It's used in continuous tenses, passive continuous sentences, and as a noun after prepositions.
And remember Mason's memory trick. Be is basic, been is behind, being is busy.
These little 3 words are incredibly powerful. Master them and your English will improve dramatically.
Don't be discouraged if it takes time. Being patient with yourself is very important when learning a language.
And remember, you have been doing an amazing job just by watching this video and trying to learn. Perfect use of all 3 to close the lesson.
I've been practicing. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep being the amazing English learner that you are.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care and keep studying.
Bye-bye. See you next time.